Is this frequency in use? This is KE0EJS. This is Jason, KE0EJS, and I thank everyone for tuning in tonight. All stations, please stand by. KB0TLC. This is KE0EJS. KB0TLC. This is KE0EJS. Kilo Bravo 0 Tango Lima Charlie. This is Kilo Echo 0 Echo Juliet Sierra. Nothing heard. On Friday, March 8th, 2019, Jim Currie, KB0TLC, passed from this world and on to the next. Jim was active in amateur radio, emergency services, Civil Air Patrol, and many other hobbies. Jim leaves behind many friends and family who will cherish his memories. KB0TLC, Jim Currie, District 3 Amateur Radio Emergency Coordinator, Sac County Emergency Coordinator, and fellow ham has gone Sierra Kilo. We will now take a moment of silence to remember him. KB0TLC, this is KE0EJS 73 SK. All right, everybody that is listening in, I will take a few check-ins to in honor of Jim, I guess, this evening. So we will just take a couple of groups here rather than our normal three. So if anybody would like to check into informal net tonight, I will take check-ins from call signs ending in suffix Alpha through Oscar. Alpha through Oscar, please call now.
Kilo Echo 0, Charlie Bravo Victor. N0 DFF. WE0 CW.
recognize KE0CBV, N0DFF, WA0CW, and Ruben, was that you checking in? I didn't catch the last. You're just barely making the repeater.
Roger, that was me.
All right, I'll mark you down. Thanks. All right, let's take another group here. Lost my train of thought. Oscar through Zulu. Oscar through Zulu. Please call now.
WA0 UZI.
All right, I'll recognize WA0UZI. Any other stations out there wishing to check in this evening? Let's just, anybody out there? Alpha through Zulu. Alpha through Zulu. This is KE0EJS, and I do thank those folks that have checked in tonight here to for Jim's little silent key ceremony that we've had. Anybody have any comments or anything they'd like to say? Please call now. Ruben, if that was you, I did not. You did not make it to the repeater, but just barely. So, you want to try again? Yeah, I just got you barely on that, so we'll mark you down, and thanks for any comments that you did make. Anybody else want to hop on and say anything real quick, or we can move on and wrap her up?
Well, I was just going to mention, Jason, that just shows how fast things can change. Doesn't seem like that long ago you and I and Jerry were sitting there in your office with him, and man, the next thing you hear, he's gone. So don't think things for granted. That's all I got. Thanks for doing it. Thanks for what you did tonight, and 7-3 to everybody. And 0 DFF.
Yeah, that I do agree. It was just kind of surreal, and talking to folks today at the services that everybody was definitely a shock to everybody. So Ruben just messaged me real quick and said Jim Ruben's passing on through messengers, since he wasn't making it into the repeater, that Jim was a good ham and a good friend, and he will be missed, and he definitely will be. So, and again, it was kind of a shock for everybody. So, anybody else out there? Any other quick comments?
WA0, use it I.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Well, I found it kind of disheartening that, you know, that Jim had just retired when in February, I think it was. And like Steve said, the last time we were sitting at the table with him, why, you know, you wouldn't think there was anything wrong with him. He had plenty of energy, it looked like, and he was talking about the future and what he was going to do, and boy, bam, and he's gone. That was really sad. So, yeah, it's too bad. Doggone it anyway. So, yeah, I'll turn it back to you. WA0, use it I. And thanks for doing this tonight, Jason.
WA0, UZI, KE0, EJS. Yeah, it is. I definitely felt the same way. You know, he had such big plans for the year. He had tickets to Dayton, the whole bit, and that was, you know, just retired, and you know, really kind of makes you, you know, feel bad for the guy. But the service today, they really they took a moment. The gentleman that gave the eulogy was a friend that he had that went out for supper with all the time, and commented about, you know, how, you know, Jim was probably the happiest he'd ever been. So, you know, if nothing else, he went out on a happy note for himself. So, you know, it's if you look at it that way, that's definitely a much easier pill to swallow, I guess. So, anybody else? This is KE0 EJS. Please call now. All right, everybody. I will wrap her up then, and I thank everybody for hopping on with me tonight and taking a minute to honor one of our friends and fellow ham. And he will definitely be missed in our groups, and definitely in emergency services. We will definitely feel his lack of presence the next few months. So. All right, everybody, I thank you. And again, if, quick mention that I will be, we have coffee tomorrow at the office as normal about 2 o'clock. So anybody that's in town or wants to swing by, I will be there. Otherwise, I will sign off, and again, thanks for tuning in, and 73s, everybody. This is KE0 EJS. Thanks, everybody, for that is stuck out on the live stream and recording. And 73.